Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Green Glow Gourmet. I'm your host, Roxanne, and for today's recipe, I have two for you for the holidays. I have a plant-based eggnog, non-alcoholic, and I have potato latkes with no oil. So I will give you the recipes for both, and then I will show you and tell you how I made them. So for the plant-based eggnog, that's the easiest. I used, and you can double this recipe, triple it. I made it the way I'm going to tell you, and it's perfect for just one. So I used 1 cup of organic soy milk. I used 1 tablespoon of date paste. If you're not familiar with date paste, you can buy it in the store, you can buy it online. I get mine, it's called the Date Lady date paste. You can also make your own date paste by taking dates and just soaking them. Make sure that when you do that, afterwards, if you blend them to get the date paste, you just want to soak them in water, make sure they're soft, make sure there's no pit inside, and then blend it. So when you blend it, make sure that they're pitted, no pits at all, and then you'll have your own date paste if you don't feel like buying date paste. I buy it, it's simple, it's easy, I don't use that much of it, so it lasts a long time. I used half a teaspoon of vanilla powder. I don't buy the vanilla in the store because it has alcohol in it and it doesn't taste as good. Once you try vanilla powder, you will never go back. It is delicious. I know it can be pricey, so just go on Amazon and see whatever brand you can find that's organic that you can buy that's not that expensive. I buy the organic Madagascar vanilla bean powder. I really like the way that tastes. I also used a little bit less than 3/4 teaspoons of cinnamon, and I used the Saigon cinnamon, which I get online also. I used the nutmeg, and that was a little bit less than half a teaspoon, and just a pinch of ginger. I took some ice cubes and I blended everything together, and I sprinkled some cinnamon on top. And here you go. It's a nice tasting eggnog. It's delicious. It's alcohol free. You can feel like you're being social with other people. If they're drinking and you don't want to drink alcohol, you still have a very festive drink. So that is so easy. Please try it. Let me know what you think. Serve it to your guests. You can serve it to guests that are not drinking alcohol, or even if they are and they want to try something without alcohol. It's a nice change. So that was the plant-based eggnog. Again, don't say it's plant-based, just say, I made some eggnog. Tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments the kind of responses you get after you try it, and give it to your guests. The next recipe I made is usually served around Hanukkah, which is coming up. This year it's on the same day as Christmas, which very rarely happens, and Hanukkah is 8 days. It is practiced in the Jewish religion, so it's actually going into the new year, which I don't remember that ever happening, but I'm sure it's happened in the past. It's just been a very long time. So potato latkes you can make, usually they make them with potatoes, they fry them in oil. You can serve them with applesauce or whatever you like to have on the side. Some people do sour cream. I do applesauce, or you can do it plain. So the way I made it was a healthier version without oil. So I will give you the recipe for that. I used 16 ounces of the hash browns that I got from Trader Joe's. They already come sliced, diced, good to go, cut open the package. You have your hash browns. You don't have to slice the potatoes. I used 1 medium zucchini, which I grated in the food processor. I used 1 medium onion. It says to mince it. I just bought the chopped onions. I like it thicker. I like the texture. Thickier is not a word, sorry about that. I used a 1/4 cup of the ground flax seeds. So with flax seeds, I buy organic flax seeds. I buy them whole. And then when I'm going to use them, I put it in a coffee grinder, however much I need, and grind it, because that way it stays fresh. I also keep them refrigerated until I'm ready to use them. Grind it as you're ready to use it as well. 2 tablespoons of stone ground mustard. I bought stone ground Dijon mustard, and that's what I used. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, half a cup of water, and a half a cup of oat flour. Instead of buying oat flour, which can be more expensive, you can buy just regular oats and grind them yourself in a blender and you'll have oat flour. So I preheated the oven to 425. I put my hash browns, my grated zucchini, and I don't think I told you, I also used 1 sweet potato that was finely chopped. I put the hash brown, zucchini, and the sweet potato in a large bowl and I set it aside. In a small bowl, I added my ground flax seeds and my half a cup of water, and I let that sit because that is going to be an egg replacer. Then what I did was I added the remaining ingredients except the oat flour and the dry seasonings, and I added it to the vegetable bowl and I mixed it very well. After everything was mixed, the vegetables and the mustard and the flax, then you go ahead with your lemon juice and you put that, mix it in with the vegetables. Then you pour your oat flour in and just make sure that everything is mixed very well. Put other seasonings on top. And then I scooped with a half a cup scoop. I put it on parchment paper on a silicone baking sheet and put that in the oven. Again, I said this last time in one of my videos that when you use a silicone baking pan, make sure that you put it on something sturdier so that the silicone is not going directly in your oven. You have it on top of a pan. It makes cleanup so easy, and it's really nice to cook with silicone. So I put that in the oven on 425. I scooped out a half cup mix and flattened them into pancake shapes, and then I cooked them for 30 minutes, baked them, then took it out of the oven, flipped them over, and baked them for another 30 minutes. And you have your healthy, oil-free potato Latkes. I'm gonna eat these later with some applesauce. They are very delicious. Please try these recipes. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe. If you're interested in individual or group coaching, please go to my website at www.greenglowcoaching.com. And here's to a healthier you. I'll see you next week.